Good people, good people, good people. Welcome back to the Gumtown Podcast, episode 214. I'm Doug B. If you tuned in to this podcast, thank you for your time and your attention. I really appreciate you giving it a shot. Today's guest is the founder and owner of DEWCS Kakes and more. I'm looking forward to this conversation. I'm sure we'll all be inspired by his story. Let's chop it up with Quake Nelson. Quake, how's it going, man?
Hey man, I'm here, man. How about yourself?
Glad to hear that, and all is well on my end too. First things first, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to chop it up with me. I really appreciate it.
Hey man, I appreciate you for reaching out and having me on your platform, man. It's all love.
Yes, sir. Of course, we'll talk about all the great things you got going on with Duke's Cakes and more. But before we
Mhm.
talk business, let's get to know the man behind the brand.
Yes,
Born and
sir.
raised in Montgomery, Alabama, hometown hero. How was y'all bringing in the Gump?
Hey man, it was all over the place. I can say that it was very vibrant. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot as a child as well as a teenager. I was in a lot of sports, football, basketball, baseball. I even tried tennis for one tenure. Over at NYSP at Alabama State, man. Shout out to the Hornets. But yeah, I lived pretty much on every side of the city growing up. But I was born on the west side. I was took home to Highland Village, and my family is based out of Twin Gate. So yeah, I'm a west side baby through and through, and I was actually born on Maxwell Air Force Base. So I'm a real west side baby.
Okay, no doubt, man. That's good, man. So you got a chance to participate in sports and also got a chance to get exposed to different sides of Montgomery and just moving around and just so it sounds like, man, you definitely got a sense of knowing how to pivot and adjust to your surroundings.
Mhm. Most definitely, most definitely. One thing my mama always told me to pay attention to my surroundings. So I learned to adapt early. You know what I'm saying, in whatever situation. So it really helped me out in the long run. As a man today, I still, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to my surroundings. I still walk around with a lot of stuff that my mama told me growing up, and it got me this far. So you know what I'm saying, I won't stay away from it.
Yes, sir. I definitely understand that, man. And it's amazing how when mama or daddy say to have those little sayings when we kids, we don't really
Hmm.
understand what they're talking about. But then
Exactly.
when we become adults, you be like, I get it now.
Yeah, I know exactly what she mean now.
No doubt, man. That's what's up, man. So you grow up West Side, and I know you finished up high school at Carver. They call it C
Uh-huh.
House, right?
Yeah, University of Fairview. I put my own moniker on
For sure.
it.
For sure, man. So you finished up at Carver, man, graduate from there. And so
Yes, sir.
when you finished high school, did you go to college, military, or did you go right to work?
I actually went to Alabama State, and I was having too much fun, and I was kicked out by my second semester. So after Alabama State, I started working. I worked maybe like 2 years, and in 2009, I attended state in the fall of '07. As soon as I graduated, by '09, like the summer of '09, I think I started attending Trenton State for graphic design. So that tied in with my cakes to this day. You know what I'm saying? The graphic design, I had to do the cake toppers and all that. So all that's tying together. And I was going to state for radio and TV broadcast because I actually wanted a career in some kind of piece of the music business. I'm gonna say that.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And I actually did take a stab at the military in 2018, and I ended up getting kidney disease, so I was medically discharged.
Okay. But definitely appreciate you, man. Just sharing your story and just the journey of going over to the Alabama State University, man.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Like you said, man, you was having a good time. So it's safe to say, man, you definitely enjoyed the HBCU experience.
Oh, most definitely, man. For the short stint that I was there, but like I said, I was going to the summer program they was offering growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I was always around the HBCU experience. You know what I'm saying? My mama used to take us to the basketball games and football game, Turkey Day Classic, all that. So you know what I'm saying? I was always around the Alabama State atmosphere.
Okay, no doubt, man. So you left state, then went over to Trenton Tech, and
Mm-hmm.
majored in graphic design,
Mm-hmm.
and just been rocking out since then, man. So once you finished up at Trenton State, did you go right into the work field, or like what was your first gig like once you finished schooling?
Once I finished at Trenum, I actually started doing carpet. So I was doing flooring, wood flooring, carpet. And shortly after that, I applied for Walmart, and I ended up starting at Walmart like 2014. I was out there maybe 2 years. I was department manager the whole time I was there, and I actually started baking while I was working at Walmart. And a lot of people didn't believe me. They were like, "Man, a man baking? I don't know about that." I'm like, "Man, look, y'all just gotta test the water."
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's been a journey, man. After Walmart, let's see, after Walmart, I worked at now actually while I was at Walmart, I started back in school at Grantham University online for business administration. So that tied in again. It tied in with the cake business. Well, this is before I even started baking. I went to school for business administration. So once I started baking, everything that I had learned in that previous year, I just applied it to the business, you know what I'm saying? And like I told my wife, it's been helping her get this far so far, you know what I'm saying? So I won't stray away from it again. If it ain't broke, I won't fix it.
Yes, sir, no doubt, man. And just hearing you talk about all those different journeys, like from ASU to Trenum to working in
Mm-hmm.
flooring to
Mm-hmm.
managing at Walmart, man, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like you living on all these sides of Montgomery and you working in
Mm-hmm.
all these fields, you just
Mm-hmm.
got a natural knack for pivoting, man, and just making adjustments, man. That's dope.
Most definitely, man. I can't sit down too long. I'm gonna say that. So it won't. It ain't too much. They're gonna knock me down, and I'll be like, well, I just can't shake back from this. I'm not one of them people. I'm just gonna. I get knocked down and I bounce right back up.
No doubt, man. Like that's definitely the spirit to have because it's one thing to go through some trials and tribulations and sit around and praying and waiting for things, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, man, you just got to get up and go get it, man.
Yeah, man. Faith without footwork is dead, man.
Hey, you
You
better
got
believe it. That's a fact.
you got to do your portion. He gonna do his part. You got to show him your effort, and he gonna make it happen for you.
Yes, sir. No doubt, man. No doubt. So we're here to talk about Duke's cakes and more, man. So I'm big into brand names and everything that come with it. So what's the
Mm-hmm.
inspiration behind the company name?
DEWCS is actually an acronym for me, my wife, and my kids' names. So the D is for me and my son. Both our name is Demetrius. My wife is Iran. My oldest daughter is Winter. That's the W. My oldest son is Christian, and my baby girl is Summer. And then for the cakes, we put a K for my baby boy. His name is Kai.
Man, that's so dope. I never would have guessed that, man. Like
Yeah,
you tied the family aspect into the entire business name. So
exactly.
it makes perfect sense why you got all of them working in the business.
Exactly. It's already a part of them before they even start picking up a whisk or a bowl or a measuring cup or anything. They was already incorporated.
Man, that's dope, man. Like that's cool just having that family aspect just incorporated in it. And
Mm-hmm.
I know you were saying earlier you started baking while you were at Walmart. So what was it that intrigued you that got you into baking?
My wife actually, man. When we first got together, my sister-in-law threw me a birthday party, and she made my favorite cake, red velvet cake. And rest of her soul, Bianca Hartwell. Shout out to Bianca. Is she the reason that everybody in the city is getting a taste of Duke's cake? Because it's her recipe that we putting in everybody's table, and you know what I'm saying, feeding it to y'all family. So I got a shout out to my sister-in-law recipe, but she taught the recipe to my wife on her deathbed, and it went from there. She used to get on my nerves every day. I come home, well, come on, help me with this cake. Come on, help me. I'm like, man, I'm not finna bake no cake. I've been at work all day. I'm not finna stand up in no kitchen and watch no cake in the oven and this, that, and Thursday. She like, just come on and help me. So I ended up making that first cake, and I was like, man, this ain't hard at all. Once I learned this recipe, I can do this in my sleep. So she had a cousin that she inboxed on Facebook. She like, hey, cuz, I need a cake. And she like, all right, I'm feeling sick. Cause she was actually pregnant with my son Demetrius. So she was like, I'm feeling sick. So my husband gonna make it. She was like, I don't know about that. I don't want no cake, no man made. So I still made it without her cousin knowing. So when she got the cake, she like, oh my God, cuz the cake so good. She told her again, she like, hey, my husband made that cake. And I knew from then that baking is something I can do.
Wow, man, definitely offer my condolences, man, to your sister-in-law, man. Thank you for sharing that story, man. And it's your story and how you got into baking and just the brand name, man. It's such a deep, rich story, man. I appreciate you for sharing that.
Hey man, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. And so just from there, just getting that recipe and Yeah, by the way, that that red velvet, I mean, God rest her soul, your sister-in-law, that red velvet top tier. So she,
Yeah, man. She
hey,
they reeled me in. Like I said, man, me and my wife were probably together a month before my birthday came around, and she made that cake, man. That really had me sold. I was like, okay. And then my wife cooked, so I was really sold in. So yeah, that red velvet it got some twang to it.
oh, no doubt. Hey, listen, and you know down in the South, Quake, man, red velvet is a delicacy, man.
Yeah, man.
You can't come half stepping with that red velvet, man. You got to come
Exactly,
with
exactly.
it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
So,
that ain't no fly by night red velvet though. That got let me see. We started in 2015. So that got 10, 11 years marinade on that recipe.
hey, much respect. And you know what? I ain't knocking box cake, but that red velvet y'all cook ain't box cake. That's the real deal. Like that's
Hey
from
man,
scratch.
and one thing you could depend on coming from DEWCS Kakes, man, we gonna give you everything from scratch. Ain't nothing coming out. The only thing coming out the box is the ingredients.
No doubt.
That's it. We're not gonna give you no box cake, no box brownies, no
No
box
doubt.
cinnamon rolls, none of that.
Exactly. Hey, and guess what? And people who sell it ain't no knock against people that sell it. It
Yeah,
just I
ain't
know
no
it.
knock.
Hey, I know it Deuce case. I know it's the real deal. Like that's
Yeah,
all I'm
most
saying.
definitely, most definitely. You know what you like I said. You know what a twang at, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So take us back to that decision because I know Walmart was that the last job you worked before you went full time in the business?
uh, yeah, nah. AUM was the last job I worked when I was cooking at AUM.
Okay, so take us back to that decision working at AUM when you realized you wanted to pivot out of the 9 to 5 world and go full time entrepreneur. Like, what led to you doing that?
Actually, the holiday season of 2016. So I want to say I think it was Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. But I baked because again, my wife was sick. She was still pregnant with my little boy. No, I'm sorry. It was the holiday season of 2015 because he was born 2016. But she was very sick with him. So again, I would end up baking by myself, and I end up doing uh maybe 40 cakes. I did I think 5 pies and a few banana puddings. So I knew then I was like, okay, I could do this full time. I just did all this by myself with no sweat.
Okay, no doubt, man. So during that holiday season, 2015, that was when the light bulb went off and
Mm-hmm.
realized that you wanted to do this full time. So when you got ready to leave AUM, did you tell your coworkers what you were about to do, or did you just, put in your 2 weeks and ride out?
Nah, I really just walked away from it, man. But I
Okay.
always, like I said, I always promoted that I baked cakes. Either I told them, hey, look, my wife baked this, because the only thing I was doing at first was red velvet. Like pound cake, my wife had to do that. Banana pudding, my wife had to do that. So I was still promoting, you know what I'm saying, the Dukes brand before I walked away from anything. I just walked straight away from Walmart. I just walked straight out. I left on my lunch break and never came back.
Oh, wow. Hey, I respect. I get it, man. Much respect. Hey, man, you
Yeah,
realize
man.
it. Hey, man, you realize it wasn't for you, and hey, man,
Mm-hmm.
versus sitting around collecting that paycheck, man, you just went in and dipped out. I get it.
Exactly. And then at the same time, like it was just like personal stuff that happened out there. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a tooth pulled. I had a doctor excuse from the dentist to not go back in the freezer because I was over frozen in dairy and the meat department. So when I like I said, I got a tooth pulled and I had a dentist excuse to not go back in the freezer. They act like that was like null and void. Like, hey, we don't care about that. You're going back in the freezer. So it clicked in my head then, like, okay, they really don't care about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a worker here. I'm just another person in a smock here. So it clicked in my head then, like, hey, look, I gotta work for myself. Hey, if I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna break my back for somebody, it's gonna be for me and my family.
Wow, man. I definitely understand just that moment of them, treating just like a number and disregarding
Mm-hmm.
your dentist excuse. So that was just the catalyst. Say, you know what? Hey, like you said, man, these folks don't care about me, man. So let me go
Mm-hmm.
on, let me go and work for myself. I get it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cool, man. Cool, cool. So whenever I have entrepreneurs on the platform like yourself, man, I like to talk about three things, just the aha moment, action, and audacity. So you had your aha moment to launch the business when you were working at
Mm-hmm.
AUM
Mm-hmm.
2015. So from the time you had the initial aha moment, how long did it take you to take the action in terms of coming up with a name and like getting the business rolling officially?
Well, what's crazy, man, we were actually DEWCS before we even started baking the cake. Like I said, at first it was just me, my wife, and my oldest three, my oldest son and my two little girls. So it was already DEWCS, you know what I'm saying, before we even picked up a measuring cup or anything. So DEWCS was already incorporated with the family. So after that, man, I was just like, you know what? After my wife had my son, I was like, man, look, this is something we can do full time. Like, I don't know what we got to do to invest in it, but this is something we can do to make money to make sure our family's straight. And she was right along with it. The one thing about her, she my number one cheerleader. She gonna promote me to the fullest and uplift, and you know what I'm saying. She riding with whatever I come up with.
Man, that's great to hear, man. Teamwork make the dream work, man. And
Exactly.
hey, I totally understand, man. It's like it's just something about like just your woman having faith in you and just believing in you, man. It just make you want to run through a wall, man, to make it happen.
Exactly. Make you want to push a whole mountain out the way.
No doubt, man. Absolutely. And that last portion, audacity, is one thing to have an idea. It's another thing to put it out. I mean, to put action behind it, but to put it out to the world,
Mm-hmm.
to be praised or criticized, that's where the audacity comes in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And just hearing you talk, man, like, man, you gave you and your family that audacity to put this brand out here to the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
one thing about me, man, I never worry about other people's perspective of what I'm doing because I always feel like my work represents itself. I always felt like that. Like I was drawing and stuff growing. I never needed validation. I'm gonna say that. I always, like I said, I always let my work speak for itself. So once I do something, I don't put no talking behind it. Like like I said, I was promoting the cakes. Once they got it, I wasn't gonna say nothing else about it. I'm just gonna let you come to me. Hey man, this good. I'm not gonna ask you how good it was. You know what I'm saying? How was the taste? Did I need to add something? Did I need to do this? Did I need to do that? Cause I'm confident in my product, whatever it is, whether it be art, cake. I was doing tattoos for a moment. I was sewing in hair for a moment. I cut hair. I was cutting grass for a moment. Like it's a lot of layers to this onion, man. So I don't. Criticism is something I can take, but it doesn't affect me. If you get what I'm saying.
yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Like that's a great mindset to have. Like you was just saying, like you let your work speak for itself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you put out, you always put your best foot forward to put out
Exactly.
the best product. And
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, not to say this applies to everybody, Quake, man, but a lot of times people criticize you to get a reaction out of you, man, for real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can't bite the bait because you know they'll say something and then you know
Exactly.
you trying to clap back at everybody and then
Yeah, especially in this day and time, a lot of people they listen to respond. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Instead of digesting what this person just told them.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely, man. So that's good just having that mindset and just hearing you talk about all the different jobs you've done, man. I mean, like even just watching like even just watching your page and just looking at everything you do, man, from your kids' hair to the yard work, to tattoos, to music.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like I don't like to use this term for real, but you really are the jack of all trades, man.
Hey
Like man,
man, I like to call myself the quote man, the QOAT, the Quake of all trades, man.
that's it. Respect. Hey, respect, man. So man,
Yeah, man, it ain't too much I won't try, man. God gave excuse my French, a hell of a set of hands, man. So I'm gonna put them to work.
yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Got to, man. That's amazing stuff. So, just in terms of Deuce Cakes, man. So, the pop up shop, the infamous pop up shops, man. That everybody, most people know y'all for, man. So, what was the inspiration behind starting to do those pop up shops?
My wife's best friend lives in Florida, and she actually gave us the cake loaf idea. So shout out to Melanie, my sister in Florida. She like I said, pitched it to my wife in like 2018, 2018, early 2019, somewhere around enough. So we actually started in the summer of 2019. We started popping up with the cake loaf. They were $5. So we recently I told my wife, like, hey, look, we gotta get back to our roots. You know what I'm saying? We reeled them in with the $5 load the first time. Now we gotta bring them on back in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta show love where love been shown. So we went up to $10, but like I said, we got back to our roots lately, and you know what I'm saying? We going back to the $5 load. But that's how it all started with, you know what I'm saying, my wife's best friend pitching us a cake loaf idea, and we just wanted to present our cake to the whole city without giving them a whole cake, so to speak.
Man, that was such a genius idea, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just from your wife's best friend, just providing y'all with that idea. And
Mm-hmm.
I definitely understand, just the concept and putting it out there. And like you said, like everybody don't necessarily want to always buy a whole cake.
Exactly.
So the cake loaves idea definitely spot on and fire.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually how I found out about y'all, man. Just Facebook and people sharing. And then I was like, man, I was like, these cake loaves, they were just popping up on the timeline. I was like, okay, so they're doing red velvet, key lime, blue velvet.
Exactly.
I was like, I don't know who Quake Nelson is, but I'm finna hit him up. I'm finna tap in.
And we sure appreciate that you did, man. We sure appreciate you. Cause
Yes, sir.
you been popping up. You done came to at least 5, 6 different sales since you
Yeah.
came through.
Hey, no doubt. Hey, man, no doubt. Because I mean, hey, the product speaks for itself, bro. And
Exactly. Exactly.
hey, man, it's just great just to have, home baked goods. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all just good people, man. And like, I just want to
Exactly.
see good people win, bro.
And that what we strive on, man. We try not to treat people like they below us or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I tell people all the time, man, I serve McDonald's workers, I serve SWAT team members, I serve doctors. It ain't nobody that can say in neither field of work, whether it's the small middleman all the way up to the blue collar job, like it don't matter. Can't nobody say they haven't had a DEWCS cake.
Yes, sir.
Like
Absolutely, man.
we not prejudiced to nobody. We gonna treat everybody the same. We gonna treat you with the utmost respect. We gonna speak to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, how you doing? We gonna check on you if you got a situation going on, cause that's the kind of people we are, man. I got blessed with a wife that feels and reacts the same way that I do. You know what I'm saying? It was God work. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta give him the shout out. I gotta give him the utmost respect for it, cause without him would none of this be possible.
Yes, sir. No doubt, man. Definitely God first, man. That's definitely the mentality to have. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Like it's a small detail, man, but one of the coolest things about y'all business model and how y'all do things is when y'all having sales, y'all put the prices out there, y'all put the location out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't no secrets, man. It's like, okay,
Exactly.
this what we selling, this what we gonna be at pull up.
Like I said, we want to be as upfront as possible. We're gonna tell you the time, the
Yeah.
price, like you said, the location. We're gonna give you every flavor that's gonna be there. It's up to you to get there at a certain time, because if you don't, the flavor might be gone.
Hey, and that's a fact because the last bake sale y'all had August 31st,
Uh-huh.
that thing started at noon. I pulled up at 12:45 and I almost didn't get no cake because
Exactly.
the
We was
tables were
almost out the
almost
door.
clear.
We didn't set a record. I was talking to my wife about that when we left from over there. I was like, man, we haven't set up here an hour at neither sale.
And y'all won't, man. I mean, like y'all gonna sell out the minutes every time, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, we sure appreciate that, man. We sure appreciate it. We like I said, we try our best to give y'all the best product, man, and y'all show us that we are. So we gonna continue to do what we doing, and you know what I'm saying. We appreciate y'all continue business and support the referrals, everything, man. We appreciate it. We deeply appreciate
Yes, sir. No doubt, man. So I got to talk about just 2020, man, just in terms of the pandemic when everything shut down and everybody was in the house, man. So how did y'all pivot and stay afloat during that year or so when we was pretty much quarantined?
it. 2020 was actually a crazy year for us, man. My baby boy was born that June. We missed a lot of birthdays. COVID actually hit around my daughter's birthday, so it messed up her. I think that was her sixth birthday. Yeah, her sixth birthday. So, like I said, like that, the whole house birthday was missed that year. My mom passed that November, so we had to have a different kind of funeral. So COVID really hit hard in our household.
Hmm. Definitely understand that, man. Definitely offer my condolences to the loss of your mom, man. And
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
yes, sir. So 2020 was just a lot of different things going on
Yeah,
and
it was like a bouncy ball over here, man.
oh, I mean, hey, definitely, man, definitely understand that, man. And so was the business still moving and shaking during 2020, or like how was the business doing?
uh, I mean, we were kind of hit, you know what I'm saying, but we were more conscious about, you know what I'm saying, people coming over getting their cakes and stuff. They might have COVID and might not say nothing. You know, everybody wasn't saying that, like, hey, look,
Mm.
I'm feeling sick, or they scared people gonna avoid them, or, you know what I'm saying, shun them or something like that. So, and then with us having a newborn, we was on the edge, like, nah, can't anybody come over here. So we kind of slacked up by ourselves. But once we felt like, okay, we're in the clear now. Once he hit like one, I think one and a half maybe, we went ahead and picked back up with bacon. We were still doing cakes, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't full time like 2019.
Okay, I definitely understand that, man. Especially, having, like you said, like having a newborn at that time and
Mm-hmm.
just doing that very interesting time. So when he was about a year and a half, y'all hit the ground running and
Yeah, jump back to work, man.
come back to work and been
Put them
rocking and
cake,
rolling.
put them cake loads back out there, and we started doing decorated cakes in 2022, I think. And man, they hit us hard with the decorated cake. Once they seen what we were capable of, but my wife she been trying to do decorated cake. Like when we first started doing cake, she was trying to, cause she knew you know what I'm saying, I was artistically inclined, so she was trying to push me to go ahead and do decorated cakes. I'm like, nah, man, I just learned how to bake. I can't decorate that fast. I don't even know how to pipe or nothing like that. So fast forward 8 years, I started decorating cakes. Well, we started decorating cakes. And like I said, man, it was an influx of messages, referrals, and everybody was requesting the red velvet. Like, hey, I want this kind of cake. Well, I want red velvet. I want a Spider-Man cake. I want red velvet. I want a strawberry shortcake theme cake, but I want it red velvet. So that red velvet definitely put us on the map. We probably did on average the summer of 2019. We probably did on average 300 cake loads a week.
Wow, man, y'all was moving and shaking
Yeah,
for real,
man.
man.
So yeah, they really when we put them out there, man, they clenched on to them. They really hung on for a while, man. They still hanging on. And like I said, man, we appreciate it, man. We won't have it no other way.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. It's powerful, man. It's dope. So done great things with the business, Duke's Cakes and more. And I
Mm-hmm.
know great things are going to continue to come down the pipeline, which leads to my next portion, vision. What are some of your short term and long term goals for the business you feel comfortable sharing?
Um, well, I had a lot of people reaching out about a vending machine, so I think I'm gonna invest in a vending machine, a few of them, and I'm thinking about a food truck. But I really want to get brick and mortar. That's what I really want to do. I really want a solid location where everybody can pull up. You know what I'm saying, and get they sweet desires and go on about their day and come back and see us in the same day if they need.
Yes, sir. No doubt, man. Those are great goals, short term, long term, and
Mm-hmm.
I already know, man. Just from chopping it up with you, man. You're gonna put in the work and make it happen.
Oh, I got to, man. Like I said, I got my sons and my daughters watching. I gotta set the tone for them for the future. Cause like as everybody know, man, it starts at home. So if we don't show them a good work ethic, you know what I'm saying, or that put that grind in to get what you want, you know what I'm saying. It take blood, sweat, and tears. Ain't nobody else gonna show them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. That's spot on. So, just in terms of your kids working in the business and being within the brand name, and learning that skill set that you and your wife passing down to them. So, how have they been? Have they been enjoying learning the baking process? Like, what's that been like? Having your kids in the business with
Man, it's actually a relief. It takes a lot of load off me and my wife's shoulder. 'Cause like I said, they came once we started decorating cake. Man, it was a lot of stress on us baking the cake, and then you know what I'm saying, waiting till it freeze, and then decorating the cake. And sometimes we might have 3 cakes in one weekend, 4 cakes in one weekend. So once they started baking, well, my son started baking first. So he started in 2021, I think. And then in 2023, he baked all the cakes for that holiday season.
you? Okay.
So it was actually a whole lot of weight lifted off me and my wife's shoulder. Then once my daughter started baking, they just started splitting everything down the middle. Like he'll do the wet, she'll do the dry ingredient, or vice versa. And you know what I'm saying? We'll take from there. Me and my wife pick up from there. They bake the cakes. We'll take them out, let them cool, wrap them. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever we got to do before we decorate them. So it's a system we got working, man, and it's working very good, man. So it was actually a good move to start them in on the business. And they actually doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? They bake for their schools. My son do cupcakes at his school every week. And my daughter doing brownies at the moment, but she is trying to step out into other ventures. So now we got a lot coming from DEWCS Cakes.
Man, that's amazing to hear, man. Got the kiddos working in the business and they've even branched off and doing their own thing, man. And
Yeah.
one thing I can give you and your wife flowers about, man, is just teaching them this business, teaching them this skill set. So no matter what, if a 9 to 5 don't work out for them, they can always
Hmm.
feed themselves, man.
Exactly. They got something to fall back on. They always got a plan B.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. That's so powerful. So, as we wrap up the podcast, I want to ask $1 million questions. I
Yes,
started this
sir.
podcast because I wanted to highlight the greatness connected to the city of Montgomery, whether you were born
Hmm.
here or lived there for a significant period of your life, be it college, military, or work. You being a hometown hero, Quake, I got to ask you, man, what do you appreciate the most about the city?
Uh, just the rawness of Montgomery, man. The from the civil rights history to what I'm saying, the historical buildings to just the overall history of this city. You know what I'm saying? The '90s was such a time in Montgomery, Alabama, man. I don't know what it was. I tell my kids all the time, man, y'all, the time we grew up in are very different from the times in Montgomery now, and it shows. But I just appreciate the grit and the you know what I'm saying the authenticity of Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Montgomery is its own entity. You can't compare Montgomery to Birmingham, or you can't compare Montgomery to Mobile or Huntsville. Like it stands by itself. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's why they made it the capital.
Hmm. Yes, sir. That's powerful. Everything you said, spot on, man. So, Quake, how can the people connect with you? What are your social media handles?
Hey man, I'm on Facebook, Quake Nelson. I'm on Instagram, Quake Dougie Fresh. I just started a YouTube channel, Backwoods University, BACKWOODS University. I'm doing a lot of DIYs, tutorials. I'm actually building a deck on the back of our house right now, so that I'm gonna be posting a few videos from that. Yeah, man, we just trying to work, man. We trying to put this content and these products in people's face, man. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they enjoy it. And if they do, we're going to continue to do what we do.
Yes, sir, no doubt. And of course, I'll put all of that information in the description of the episode. Quake, man, thank you again for the conversation. I really appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for having me, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow my guy, Doug Barnett, man. He on the up and up. Y'all make sure y'all get there before he do, so y'all can say y'all one of the first ones, man.
Hey, man, back at you, man. Keep rocking, keep rolling, man.
Hey, do the same, man. Be safe.
Yes, sir, you too.
All right, bet.
Yep. Good people, that concludes another dope episode of the Gumtown Podcast. In the meantime, in between time, y'all know what to do. Be blessed, be safe, but most importantly, have the audacity to be you.